Cat Podcast: Why Humans Think They Control the Apartment. They don't. Listen, before you settle in, I need to tell you something that most cat owners will never understand. You think your apartment is yours. You think you've trained your cat to live by your rules, your schedule, your hygiene standards. By the end of this episode, you'll discover the actual architectural hierarchy that's been operating right under your nose the entire time. And trust me, it is not what you believe it is. If you've ever wondered why your cat behaves the way it does, or if you've caught yourself rearranging your entire life around a 3-pound animal, hit subscribe and drop a comment telling us which room in your place your cat has completely claimed as their own. We want to hear it. Hold on, I need your full attention for something that changes how you see this entire dynamic. The complete explanation of why cats have engineered this control system, the psychological levers they pull, and the precise zones they've divided your apartment into, all of that is mapped out in our detailed ebook guide available in the description and pinned right where you can find it. That's where the keys to understanding the entire structure live. Now, here's what most people miss. They assume cats are lazy. They see a cat asleep 16 hours a day and think, oh, my pet just naps. Wrong. That cat is not resting. That cat is conducting surveillance. When your cat positions itself on the windowsill at exactly 3 p.m., it is not enjoying the sun. It is monitoring the street. When it moves to the bed at night and settles on your chest, it is not seeking affection. It is maintaining proximity to the primary resource, you, the food supplier. The apartment, you see, is not your space that your cat lives in. The apartment is the cat's territory, and you are the employee. Start with the physical zones. Your cat has already divided your apartment into at least 7 distinct operational areas, and each one serves a specific purpose in their governance system. The entry zone, that's the first 5 feet inside your door. Your cat monitors this space with absolute precision. The moment you open that door, your cat appears. Not because they missed you, because they need to verify that you left and returned successfully, and that you did not bring home unauthorized animals or threats. Then there's the feeding station, obviously. But here's where humans misunderstand. You think you control when meals happen because you open the can or pour the kibble. The cat controls when meals happen because the cat has trained you to respond to specific signals. A meow at 5:47 a.m. means breakfast. A certain texture of cry at 6 p.m. means dinner. You think you're feeding your cat on schedule. Your cat thinks it has successfully programmed you to operate on the cat's schedule. The sleeping zones rotate. This is something most people never notice. Your cat doesn't have one favorite nap spot. It has a rotating schedule of nap spots that covers the entire apartment. Monday, the cat sleeps on your bed. Tuesday, the couch. Wednesday, the windowsill. Thursday, that specific cardboard box it demanded 3 weeks ago. Why? Because by rotating, the cat ensures that every location in your apartment smells like them. Every corner contains their scent. This is not rest. This is territorial maintenance disguised as napping. The observation posts are critical. Any window in your apartment that faces outside is now a military lookout station. Your cat will spend considerable time stationed at these windows, watching pigeons, squirrels, neighborhood cats, and passing humans. You assume the cat is being entertained. The cat is conducting threat assessment and resource mapping. It knows every animal within a 6-block radius. It knows their patterns. It knows when they move and when they rest. Your closet is not your closet anymore. It is a secondary fallback position. If your cat feels threatened, if the apartment feels unstable for any reason, that closet becomes the secure fortress. You open the door expecting to grab a sweater, and instead discover your cat has already claimed a specific shelf or corner as an emergency bunker. And then there's the bathroom, the most underestimated power zone in the entire apartment. Your cat knows that you are most vulnerable in the bathroom. Your attention is divided. You are engaged in repetitive tasks. Your cat uses bathroom time to demand affection, weave between your legs, or simply supervise your hygiene routine. Some cats have even figured out that standing directly in front of the toilet forces their human to acknowledge them. The bathroom is not a private space. It never was. The moment you brought a cat into your apartment, the bathroom became a shared administrative zone where the cat reminds you of the hierarchy. Most apartment dwellers never consciously inventory these zones. They just live within them, following invisible rules that the cat established the moment it arrived. You don't put your feet on the couch because the cat claimed it first. You don't sleep in certain positions because you must accommodate the cat's preferred sleeping configuration. You don't leave certain doors closed because the cat has decided those rooms should remain accessible. The actual truth, and this is what I need you to absorb, is that control in a shared apartment is not about authority. It is about resource allocation. Your cat is not trying to be difficult. Your cat is running a logistics operation. Every behavior, every meow, every strategic placement on your keyboard when you are trying to work, these are not random. These are calculated moves in a comprehensive system designed to ensure that the cat's needs are predicted before the cat even experiences them. Human comfort is secondary. Human work schedules are irrelevant. Human desire for personal space is negotiable. The cat's comfort, the cat's routine, and the cat's access to all areas of the apartment, these are non-negotiable infrastructure requirements. And that is only the beginning of understanding why your apartment has never belonged to you. So here is what humans consistently misunderstand about door policies. You think a closed door is a boundary. Your cat knows it is an insult. If a room exists in the apartment, the cat has a constitutional right to inspect it, not occasionally, daily, multiple times per day, depending on the season and the cat's current suspicion level regarding what you might be hiding in there. The bathroom is particularly offensive to cats. You go in, you close the door, and suddenly you have privacy. This, to your cat, is a violation of the social contract. Every time you shut that door, your cat is assessing, what are you doing in there that requires secrecy? Are you eating something? Are you running a secondary food operation your cat does not know about? These are genuine concerns backed by evidence. Humans open doors because they need to use them. Cats open doors because they need to audit them. Different motivations, completely different. Your cat's strategy is to test every door handle, every hinge, every seal. If there is a draft coming from under the door, your cat will find it. If there is a sound coming from inside, your cat will investigate. And if you, the human, are in that room, your cat's job becomes exponentially more critical. This is not neediness. This is environmental assessment. Your cat is maintaining a real-time inventory of your activities. Why? Because your activities directly impact feeding time, sleeping arrangements, and whether the water bowl was refilled recently or if that sound you just made means the refrigerator is opening. Bedrooms require the same level of scrutiny. Humans believe bedrooms are private. Your cat knows bedrooms are command centers. That is where you spend 8 hours unconscious. That is where your phone sits charging. That is where you keep the mysterious heated items called blankets that your cat will, at some point, steal for napping purposes. Your cat needs to verify that the bedroom remains accessible at all times, particularly between midnight and 4 a.m., when your cat has important tactical decisions to make regarding whether you are still alive, whether your breathing sounds normal, and whether your body warmth is currently being optimized. Now, before we move forward, I want to circle back to something crucial. Everything I am explaining about control, about resource management, about why your apartment functions according to your cat's schedule, there is a complete breakdown of these signals in our detailed guide. The ebook available in the description will walk you through the specific behavioral patterns, the decision trees your cat is running in real time, and how those patterns explain literally every conflict you have ever had with your cat. It goes far deeper than what we can cover here. If you want to actually understand what your cat is thinking instead of just guessing, that guide is where the full mechanism gets revealed. Back to the territorial audit. Kitchens are another critical zone. Your cat spends significant time in the kitchen, not because your cat is hoping for food, though yes, always hoping for food, but because the kitchen is where decisions about food are made. Appliances open, containers are removed, decisions happen. Your cat needs to be present for these decisions, not in a helpful way, in a monitoring way. You open the refrigerator, your cat appears. Not because your cat can smell the food from 2 rooms away, though your cat absolutely can. Your cat appears because your cat's internal alert system has been calibrated to detect that refrigerator sound from up to 40 feet away through walls and closed doors. Your cat will stand there, staring at you, while you remove items. Your cat is reading your selections. If you remove the deli meat and do not offer any to your cat files a formal complaint through meowing, weaving between your legs, and, if necessary, following you to the living room to continue the negotiations. The living room presents different challenges. This is where humans congregate. This is where entertainment devices exist. Your cat has determined that this room requires constant monitoring because humans are unpredictable, and unpredictable humans sometimes do things like open windows, let other animals enter, or worst of all, ignore the cat for extended periods. The elevated position on furniture is not casual. Your cat has chosen the highest available point in your living room specifically because it provides the best surveillance angle. You sit on the floor or the regular furniture. Your cat sits above you. This is not accidental. This is architectural dominance. From that position, your cat can see who enters, who leaves, what activities are occurring, and most importantly, whether the human is about to stand up and walk toward the kitchen. If that human stands, your cat will know approximately 3 seconds before the human knows. Windows add another dimension entirely. Your cat spends hours at windows, and you think your cat is being lazy. Your cat is running counterintelligence operations. The birds outside are potential threats. The squirrels are definitely threats. Other cats crossing the yard are establishing territorial violations that must be documented. Your cat is not watching a show. Your cat is maintaining borders. Every room, every corner, every accessible space in your apartment serves a function in your cat's operational framework. Your cat's control of the apartment is not about dominance. It is about information. It is about being positioned to respond to any situation before that situation fully develops. And the moment you close a door, you are attempting to interrupt that system. Which is why closed doors represent an absolute betrayal to your cat. You are literally preventing access to critical intelligence. Your cat does not care about the room itself. Your cat cares that you decided unilaterally what information the cat can access. That is not a partnership. That is a dictatorship with fur. When you shut the bathroom door, you have created a blind spot. Your cat cannot monitor what you are doing in there. Your cat cannot verify that you are safe. Your cat cannot document the exact contents of that space for future strategic planning. So your cat will sit outside that door and howl like someone just stole their inheritance. And you will interpret this as neediness. Your cat will interpret your refusal to open it as a hostile act. Your cat may then knock something off a shelf in retaliation. Not because your cat is angry, because your cat is communicating that boundaries work both ways. Bedroom doors present a different problem. You close them at night, and your cat cannot monitor your sleep patterns. Your cat cannot verify that you are breathing correctly. Your cat cannot conduct the 3 a.m. wellness check that keeps your species alive, so your cat will scratch at the door until either you open it or your cat's claws wear down, whichever comes first. Your cat's need to enter every room is not territorial aggression. It is information architecture. Your cat is building a complete map of the apartment's atmosphere, temperature, light levels, and current inhabitants. Without that data, your cat cannot make informed decisions about where to be and when to be there. Here is where your understanding of your cat's behavior fundamentally breaks down. You believe your cat wants to go outside because your cat is bored. Your cat wants to go outside because the exterior perimeter represents an enormous intelligence gap. Your cat cannot see what is happening beyond the property line. Your cat cannot know if another cat has invaded the territory. Your cat cannot monitor threats. This is not wanderlust. This is not even adventure. This is security clearance. Now, before we get to the really interesting part, hold on, because I need you to understand something crucial here. The mechanisms that drive all of this behavior, the actual psychological patterns and territorial response systems that govern how your cat thinks about control and information, those are explained in comprehensive depth inside our complete cat behavior guide. You can find that ebook in the description and also pinned in the top comment. It goes far beyond what we can cover in a single episode, breaking down the neuroscience behind territorial marking, the decision-making algorithms your cat is actually running, and why your cat sometimes chooses cooperation and other times chooses psychological warfare. Your cat's need to control the apartment is rooted in something even simpler than you might think. Uncertainty is dangerous. A cat that does not know what is happening in its environment is a cat that cannot survive in that environment. So your cat eliminates uncertainty through relentless surveillance. When your cat walks into the kitchen, pauses, sniffs the air, and leaves, your cat is not being indecisive. Your cat is collecting data about whether food has been added, whether the human's behavior has changed, whether there are new smells that suggest a threat or an opportunity. When your cat sits in the living room window for 4 hours without moving, your cat is not being a decorative object. Your cat is maintaining awareness of external activity, the position of the sun, the movement of animals, the sound patterns of the neighborhood. All of this information gets stored. It is all relevant to your cat's survival calculations. And when your cat refuses to leave a room even after you have called multiple times, your cat is making a calculated choice. Your cat has decided that remaining in that specific location provides more value than the immediate reward of treats or attention. Your cat is prioritizing information gathering over interaction with you. This is the part that most humans find insulting. But your cat is not being rude. Your cat is operating according to a survival hierarchy, where control of information ranks higher than the approval of a larger, slower animal that provides food. Your apartment is not a home to your cat. It is a territory. Every square foot is a strategic asset. Every closed door is a security threat. Every moment your cat spends in a room is an investment in maintaining operational awareness. And the more you understand this, the more clear it becomes. Your cat is not trying to control you. Your cat is trying to control the apartment so that you, as an unpredictable element within it, become manageable. This is the secret I promised you at the beginning. Your cat does not want to control you. Your cat wants to control the environment so thoroughly that you become predictable. You are not the objective. You are a variable that needs neutralizing. Think about what this means in practice. When your cat refuses to come when called, your cat is not defying you out of spite. Your cat is refusing because coming would require abandoning positional advantage in exchange for an uncertain outcome. Your cat has calculated that the cost of compliance outweighs the benefit. That is not disrespect. That is resource management. When your cat knocks items off counters and watches them fall, your cat is not being destructive for entertainment. Your cat is gathering data. Does that glass shatter? Does that water spread? Does the sound alert you? Does something break? Each fallen object teaches your cat about material properties and cause and effect relationships within the apartment. Your cat is conducting experiments. You are watching a scientist at work. The territorial patrols, the constant checking of doors and windows, the staring at the ceiling for no apparent reason. These are not quirks. These are security protocols. Your cat is running maintenance checks on the apartment constantly, updating a mental map with new information about threats, resources, and structural vulnerabilities. Your cat knows which floorboards creak. Your cat knows which window has a loose latch. Your cat knows exactly how long the water takes to warm up when you shower. This is not random behavior. This is surveillance infrastructure. When your cat sits on your laptop while you are working, your cat is not seeking attention. Your cat is asserting sovereignty over a warm, high-value object in your territory. Your cat is reminding you that nothing in this apartment operates without acknowledgement of feline authority. Your cat is establishing that objects you depend on belong to your cat first. The sleeping in the sink, the sleeping in boxes, the sleeping in places that make no physical sense to you. Your cat chooses these locations because they are territorial anchor points. A sink is a central water source, a box has walls, a narrow space between furniture offers multiple sight lines and quick escape routes. Your cat is not being cute. Your cat is positioning for operational readiness. Sleep is maintenance. The location is strategy. And here is what separates your apartment from being a truly controlled environment in your cat's assessment. You are unpredictable. You leave at inconsistent times. You return without warning. You sometimes feed early. You sometimes feed late. You move objects. You open windows. You invite other humans inside. You are chaos. Your cat cannot fully control you because you lack feline logic. But your cat can control the apartment itself so completely that your unpredictability becomes absorbed into a known system. If your cat knows every inch of the territory, every resource location, every threat vector, every structural detail, then even when you do unexpected things, those unexpected things happen within a mapped landscape. Your cat remains prepared. This is why your cat ignores your commands but responds immediately to the sound of a can opener. The can opener is not a command. It is a resource alert. It triggers not obedience but logistics. Your cat responds not because your cat respects your authority. Your cat responds because the can opener represents a change in the apartment's state. A new resource is entering the territory. Your cat must be present to monitor, control, and manage that resource from the moment it arrives. Your cat is not your pet. Your cat is the owner of a complex territory that happens to include you as one of several management challenges. Your cat feeds when your cat chooses, sleeps where your cat chooses, and moves through the apartment according to your cat's strategic priorities. The fact that you believe you are in control is not an insult to your cat, it is an asset. The more you believe you are in control, the less you interfere with your cat's actual management of the space. So next time your cat walks past you without acknowledgement, next time your cat ignores your calls, next time your cat stares at something you cannot see, understand that your cat is not ignoring you. Your cat is conducting business. Your cat is managing the territory. Your cat is ensuring that everything within these walls operates according to feline standards. And frankly, your apartment is probably cleaner, safer, and more efficiently organized because your cat is running this operation than it would be if you were actually in charge. Your cat is not demanding control. Your cat already has it. You are just the one paying for the mortgage. There is a difference between living in a space and owning it. Your cat understands this distinction perfectly. Now you do too. Thank you for watching. If this episode resonated with you, subscribe to this channel so you never miss the next time we decode what your cat is actually thinking. Leave a comment telling me what your cat controls most strictly in your apartment. I read every single one. And hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we upload. Your cat expects nothing less than your complete attention to our next episode.